Hey everybody, and welcome to this Premier League kit review. I hope you're all doing very well. We're going to have a look at all of the kits and review them accordingly across the Premier League. I do this every year. I don't want to say I was the first one to ever do this, but I think I was definitely the first one to ever do this. Doesn't mean I'm the best, it just means I'm the first. I wanted to also talk about the Fantasy Football League. You can join now. We have the ASMRplays League. I'm going to be closing it as we go into the first game to make it fair for everyone. There's a prize if you win. We've only got 3 teams at the minute. If you want to, the league code is JBF9YF. I'll put the link in the description, and what it says there actually, JBF9YF, and you can join. And there's a prize for the person who comes first, so that's kind of nice. Last season's winner, Vergaard Thor Valderson. I say last season's, he also won the season before. So actually intrigued. Who's he got on his team? I don't think we can see, can we? No, we can't yet. I don't think. I'll just whoever he picks, I'll pick because he seems to win a lot. But if you want to challenge if you want to challenge him, then feel free to join. And don't worry, Vergaard, I will get your prize over to you very soon. I did get your tweet. I apologise, I've been super busy, but I will crack on with it very soon if you're watching this. And congratulations on winning. My team is here. I have done a video on this, so you can have a look and see sorry, just clicked on that for some weird reason. You can have a look and see. I think I might stick with this. I've been tempted by some of the movement, although I will say there has been, if you took Chelsea out of the equation, there's been a real lack of movement. I think the one player I'm interested in is Eze or Eze actually is his name. It should correctly be pronounced, of Crystal Palace. I just want to see. They've got him for 6. I think he could be very, very good. I think he could be very, very good. I think Ferguson, once he's not injured, would be probably a good shout, because I think they are going to bring him in as right back for Palace. And once Palace get a striker, I might have a look at them instead of Ayew, but I think Ayew's not a bad shout right now. Yeah, we've had some decent pre-season form Palace. I'm a Palace supporter if you don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, he is injured at the minute, so I don't know if he'll make the first game we've got against Southampton, which would be a shame, because I think he's looked a real talent. He's looked very good in pre-season, and I know if you speak to QPR fans, they've been very talked up a lot about him actually. But I think Jimenez and Werner would go in. So I think if we don't have injuries, I think this probably will be my team going into the first game, hoping for a clean sheet here against Leeds, hoping for Wolves to win as well, and hoping for Arsenal, I guess, to win, and Chelsea with Werner there. Should be interesting. How much is Kai Havertz on for? There's a question, isn't there? He obviously moved recently to Chelsea. 8.5. Bit rich for my liking, I think, but I do think he's definitely going to be amongst the goals. He's that sort of player. Very much going to play potentially as like a false 9, attacking midfielder, number 10. There's those potentials there. So I think that's very interesting. Chilwell's not a terrible shout for 5.5. He gets forward a lot. You can see he got more than Alonso, but he is obviously injured right now. So yeah, let me know what you're thinking about your teams. But let's get on to the kit review. I'm on the Footy Headlines website here. There are some shockers this year. There really are. But let's kind of get into it and have a look, I guess. We're going to do it alphabetically, so we start off with Arsenal. I don't mind this kit so much. I always have a kind of like natural recoil to Arsenal, because I do hate Arsenal. I go back. It's nothing to do with rivalry bias or anything. I worked like 15 minutes down the road from the Emirates for like 9 years, and I worked with a lot of Arsenal fans, and it just made me dislike them because Palace lost a lot to them, and I would hear about that all the time. So it made me kind of hate Arsenal, but I don't mind this kit as much. It's got the patterns, it's got the classic Arsenal kind of look. I'm not a massive fan of this kind of collar, but I don't mind that so much on there. Adidas, I think they've pulled out a decent one. Interesting that you don't have the 3 stripes on the sleeve, which is a kind of classic one Adidas thing. They've got that down the side, but this kind of chevron arrowed look, like kind of going, is not terrible. I don't think anyway. On there, the away kit. Now this is apparently inspired by the Highbury halls, so the kind of marbled halls of Highbury. If you'd never been to Highbury, it was a beautiful football ground. Stunning. It's now flats. While I don't hate this kit, I think that when I look at it up close like this, and actually I'll zoom in a little bit so we can see the kits a little bit better, or you can at least. I don't. Yeah, fine, got it. Thank you. I don't hate it. I do think that from a distance it's going to look crap. I think up close it's like, oh, that's kind of cool, it's interesting, it's different, but up close I think it's going to look a bit naff. Also from a distance I think it might look a bit naff, but I don't think it's terrible. So yeah, it's one of those ones where I don't know what that little corner bit there is for. Anyway, it's one of those ones where you're like, usually away kits or third kits, they do something slightly crazy with, don't they? And you always have this kind of slightly crazy one. And the rage at the minute is always to do a kit that's inspired by something. So, yeah, we had obviously the Manchester concrete one last year. We had the Man City Hacienda one. It always has to be inspired by something. And it's like, it ends up just looking a bit shit usually. But I applaud people for doing things differently in a way. Third kit, I mean, if we're going to talk about messes, then this is it. A modern and striking colour scheme. No. I think also football kits nowadays really try and play into the fashion side a lot more than they ever used to. It used to kind of be like people would wear football kits to matches, and maybe you'd wear it around the house or whatever. On occasion you might wear it into town or something, but now I think like people are thinking of them more as, with the way kind of streetwear has become like a kind of fashion thing. I think more people are thinking about the fashion side of this a lot more than they are about how it kind of looks on the pitch and stuff like that. I don't like this kit. But it's a third kit, and third kits are often always shocking. So, I don't get why they had to do this kind of pattern thing on it. It's like tie-dye kind of thing. It looks naff. If they went with that blue and they had this kind of light orange, this pinky orange here, I think that would be quite nice. But for some reason they felt they had to do this pattern on it, which, I don't know, maybe that's down with the kids, maybe. I don't know. Goalkeeper, oh my god, we've got goalkeepers this year. Again, this pattern thing, I don't know why. It seems like it's like a mesh kind of netting. I don't like that at all. Cloud white. Ugh, okay. I mean, listen, the goalkeeper kits are always pretty horrendous. You're going to see the goalkeeper. I don't really have a problem how horrendous a goalkeeper kit is. I think it's actually kind of cool when the goalkeeper has like a really flamboyant kit and the rest of the kits are quite normal. I think that's quite good. But yeah, Aston Villa, they've obviously got one of these really tight fit ones. I think it looks fairly smart. It's a Kappa kit. They usually do some interesting smart kind of kits. You've got, obviously very traditional for Aston Villa with the claret and blue. I quite like the kind of pinstripes down it. I think that's a decent kit. Don't mind that at all. An away kit, again, it's pretty simple. You're not going to be embarrassed to kind of wear that kit out, are you? Unless you're not an Aston Villa fan, in which case you might be. Again, they've got the theme. I like it when you have a theme with your kits. So yeah, it's kind of nice. I guess we've got a leaked third kit. It's horrendous. I mean, camo is just like, it has no place on a football pitch. The entire idea of a football kit is to differentiate your teammates, not to camouflage them. And I know that you're not really going to camouflage anyone with that, but it's ridiculous. Brighton and Hove Albion. I quite like this kit, I've got to say. You know, as a Palace fan, I should be immediately dismissing this disgusting, but I actually think it looks very smart. I think the logo actually fits quite nicely. Sometimes you can get logos that just don't really fit, but I actually think that it fits quite nicely in there. American Express, the little yellow flash there. The collar looks a bit cheap in there, but you aren't going to see that, I guess. And I do like a normal collar kit. I'm a big fan of that. I like that kit, I've got to say. I do like that kit. I don't like this kit. Firstly, these kind of stripes down here just make you look like like something from a box of Quality Street or Roses. If you don't know what they are, they're just look it up. Yeah, I don't like that. No, I don't like that at all. You look like wrapping paper. But the home kit's nice, as I say, but no. And they don't seem to have a third kit. It's fine. Burnley, again, it's all right. I will say, like, just to get on my little soapbox for a little bit, I do hate the fact that a lot of football kit sponsors are betting companies. I think it's really insidious to have, like, you know, people wandering around advertising betting companies. Like, oh god, I hate it. And I say that as a Crystal Palace fan who has a betting company as their sponsor. This is fine. Like, Burnley never have like particularly interesting kits, do they? I think I quite like this collar, the way that comes round. I'm not sure about these sleeves. It's different, but it's smart. Like, again, you're not going to be embarrassed wearing that. I love a good green goalkeeping kit, very classic there. But we don't have an away kit for Burnley, apparently. Inspired by the 100-year heroes. Everything has to be inspired now, doesn't it, by something. Chelsea. Yeah, this kind of, again, they have this kind of pattern chevron design here. We saw this last season, to be fair. I don't like advertising when people are wearing it with, like, not in the kit. It's weird. You see this a lot on the advertising. I think you saw it in the Arsenal one especially. Arsenal are really, really kind of like bad at it. It's like, yeah, oh look, it's streetwear, guys. Yeah, look, wear it with a leather jacket. You'll be the coolest guy around. No, you won't. You won't be. I'm sorry. You absolutely won't be the coolest guy around. Yeah, don't do that. I don't like. I think it's okay. It's kind of classically shaped. Again, I don't like these collars. I like the darker blue they've used for the collar, but I'm not a fan of this kind of ring collar. It's quite classic. At least they don't have a gambling sponsor, and I'm actually on the 3 network, so like I'm not going to complain about that too much. It's a little bit garish, but you know, that's shirt sponsors are a little bit garish, aren't they? I quite like the little kind of parquet kind of design here. It is quite understated, and I think it's okay, but I just don't like the collar personally. Ooh, this away kit. This screams streetwear, doesn't it? This does not scream football kit. This screams we need to do something for kind of fashion's sake and do something different. I applaud them for doing something different. It does look like something you'd pick up in H&M, to be completely honest. It does look quite cheap. So I'm not a massive fan of it. I like the colours, like the pale blue and the dark blue and stuff, but there's something about it. I think that just it's a bit like the third kit. Wearing a third kit. just remind you of anything? I can't quite put my finger on it. It's weird. Of course, it's the Crystal Palace kit. Someone said that it looks like when you're trying to print out the Crystal Palace kit, but your printer runs out of blue ink halfway through, which I think is brilliant. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. Firstly, just take away the Crystal Palace element. This looks awful. Like this kind of the way this blue goes down further than this looks awful. I'm all for an ombre. I love an ombre. But the oh god no, I think it's awful. I think it's disgusting. I'll be honest. I don't know what they were thinking. Again, third kits often are pretty disgusting, aren't they? But yeah, that really looks like they just let the intern design that one. They just got bored. Goalkeeper kit, as I say, I'm a fan of a green. I don't know what the hell this pattern is on here. But, you know, flamboyant goalkeeper kits I'm up for, more so. Oh, Crystal Palace kit. To be fair, this does look a bit more Crystal Palace than, like, Crystal Palace does, so I'll give them that. I quite like this kit, though, I will say. I think it divided a lot of fans when it first came about, because it is that kind of breakaway from the thinner stripes we usually have. But I actually do think it looks pretty good, and when you see it on the players, it does look pretty good. I like the away kit as well, and I like the home kit. I like the theme through all the kits. I like it. I liked our black kit last season. I do actually own it. And yeah, again, I don't like the fact that we're sponsored by a betting company, but I like the kit overall. I think it just looks a really smart kit. Actually, I think Puma do pretty good kits. Quite like them. The badge does look a bit stuck on though in these pictures, so don't know about that. But generally, I quite like it. I think they had good kits for the last couple of seasons, Palace. So they're not trying to reinvent football kits, you know, like some people are, like with, you know, this, or, you know, God knows what else, bloody that, you know. I kind of get it in a way. Like the bigger clubs, they have fans across the board. They have like people who quite honestly will jump on a bandwagon left, right and centre. Like no one's going to jump on the Crystal Palace bandwagon, are they? But with what Chelsea are buying this season, obviously they'll want to push for the league. There could be a lot of new Chelsea fans coming in, and there's that kind of premise, I guess, for I like this fashionable like Chelsea kit. I mean, maybe it is fashionable. Yeah, I'm a 39-year-old guy. Maybe I don't know fashion. That's a nice goalkeeper kit actually, from Crystal Palace there, I will say. But yeah, I'm not a fan of these kind of street fashion kits personally. I like a theme. That's a nice goalkeeper kit. Everton at home, Hummel. Not a fan of it, to be completely honest with you. Actually, okay, I'll take that back. I'll turn around and say this looks very 80s, and in that I respect it. But I'm just not a massive fan of it. I don't like these stripes going across here. If it was plain blue, I think it would look better. I do like these chevrons, which are the kind of classic Hummel ones going. So I like that a lot. But yeah, not a fan of this kind of shiny with the stripe on the front. No, not for me. Weight kit is not bad. Again, I don't think you've got any of those shiny like bits going there. It's solid. It's nothing too special, but it's pretty solid. Weird they've got the same sponsor as Aston Villa though. That is odd. Third kit, I was like, is that the goalkeeper kit? No, third kit. It's smart enough. I mean, you know, sea foam it's called. It's not green, guys. It's sea foam combined with charcoal. Not grey. It's sea foam and charcoal. Fuck me. So it's alright. Like, you know, if you're an Everton fan, are you really going to buy this kit? Like, honestly, no one's going to know you're an Everton fan. What's the point? Yeah, I think like it's the worst of the three kits in my opinion. There, they have this black and gold kit as well, I think, and I don't like it. Are we going to? Oh my god! What? Okay, so we've got the goalkeeper home kit with this I feel like this is going to get memed a lot. Like Everton goalkeepers having a heart attack because they're getting shots pelted at them left, right and centre. But again, bold goalkeeper kits I'm a fan of. I like that. And a pink kit, love a pink kit. So marks for that, I guess. And then that's a bit more boring. They actually have 3 goalkeeper kits. They think that they might clash with a pink goalkeeper kit, do they? Interesting. Fulham. I'm not a fan of these dots, I'll be honest. I don't know whether it's just because of the pictures, but these look like some of the most boring football kits I've ever seen in my life. I think the Fulham home kit is quite classic with the kind of black arms and the white body. I think their badge is just looks like some kid did it on Photoshop. Like, it looks really bad, I think. I've never liked Fulham's badge. I don't like this collar. I don't like the kit at all. The away kit, it just doesn't look good. Don't like it. The goalkeeper kit, I mean, it's a goalkeeper kit, it's green, I guess. You get marks for having green for a goalkeeper. That's the way it should be. Leeds. No. That just looks like a t-shirt to me. Is that an actual kit? That's a t-shirt, isn't it? Don't like that. Away kit? Oh god, no. I don't like the collar. That's the same as the Fulham kind of kit, is it? I think it's similar. Yeah. I'm not a fan of these Adidas stripes just being on the shoulder. I think they should continue down the arm. It looks like you're like the captain of a boat or something. Don't like that. The official colours are Legend Ink Mystery Green. Oh god, I feel sick. Leicester City. I've liked Leicester's home kits in previous years, but this doesn't quite click with me. There was something nice about the blue and the gold that they kind of had, but this doesn't quite do it for me. I don't think it's disgusting, but again, I want the Adidas stripes down the arm. But it doesn't quite do it for me. I don't like these Adidas collars. The away kit is awful. What is that? Oh god, look, they've got different colours on either side. You know what? Actually, thinking about it now, I'm not actually opposed to that at all. I just think they needed them on the arms as well. Third kit is awful. Oh my god, that colour. What is that? And also, why does Thailand smiles with you? Yeah, not a fan of that at all. At all. Liverpool, the Colgate kit. If you don't know what Colgate is, then you should go see a dentist. I don't know what on earth these patterns are about on there. It looks a little bit cheap. I don't mind though the colours actually. I don't mind that little bit of blue there with the white. I think it breaks up the collars and sleeves quite nicely. It's pretty solid. It's Liverpool. Yeah, you're going to get red. It looks okay. This is disgusting. What are you thinking? What is it based upon? I don't even know. Don't like the collar. This, I don't know what this is. This pattern. I don't know what any of this is. This shouldn't be on a football pitch. Like, no. I like that colour blue-ish, but I don't know what on earth you're thinking you're doing there. And the third kit, that's just awful. What is that? Checkerboard. I guess you get a free chess kit with every third kit purchase, you know. Fourth. Well, that's brilliant, yeah. Anyway, I don't like that. Oh, no. They don't have a Champions League kit, do they? That's not good. Oh, that's terrible if they do that. It's a concept jersey, I think. So I don't know if that's going to be an actual thing, but that's awful if they do that. Goalkeeper, I think if you're going to do a crazy pattern, I wouldn't do it in black and white personally. I guess this is a theme thing of Nike they're doing at the minute. I don't know what it is. It's like fingerprint stuff. A subtle all over graphic print. Subtle? Oh, it's about subtle as a sledgehammer right there, isn't it? It's disgusting. It doesn't look like a goalkeeper kit. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. Oh, here we got the swimming pool. Man City swimming pool kit. Man City, what are you doing, man? I don't know. I don't know what they're doing here. This is awful, right? Everyone agrees with that, don't they? Apart from die-hard City fans, I guess. But if I wanted to look at the bottom of a swimming pool, I don't know why I would, but I'd just look at the bottom of a swimming pool. I think I'd need to wear one. This is even worse, in my opinion. I like the black, and I love this kind of copper colour, but I don't like this pattern. Dark denim, which is a dark shade for blue. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, I really like this like copper on here and stuff like that, but this pattern I don't like. Man City have had, oh my god, the third kit. Man City have just really gone for this like fashion football shirt thing, haven't they? I would be embarrassed to wear this on a football pitch. Like, goodness me. Whisper white and peacoat with an eye-catching all over paisley print. Whisper white is a very light beige tone that will most likely appear white from afar. Oh my god. It's awful. I mean, can't you just have one nice kit? Was that too much to ask? Oof, okay. Yeah, I don't like these kits. I don't mind this paisley pattern. I just think if you're wearing it as a football kit, it's really weird. Like, if you had a shirt like that, fine, go with it, you know, roll with it. But as a football kit, like, come on, what is this? This is awful. Oh, they've got the same, like, Puma goalkeeper ones as Palace, I guess. Oh, yeah, exactly the same colours as well. Man United. Oh, God. Again, what is wrong with just having a red kit? Why do you have to have these dumb-ass patterns across it? Don't like this at all. Just looks like some kid's been out with a biro. Oh, God, that is not a good keeper kit. I don't like that at all. The away kit. Oh my god, that's awful. What is this? Legacy green. The legend earth green pattern is made up of intricately hand-drawn and painted design. Hand-drawn by who? A 5-year-old? Like, it's awful. Oh my god. Oh boy. I've been to Manchester. Overall, people in Manchester I find are very stylish. In a sense, you know, they have a particular kind of style, I think. And Manchester's been a massive scene of culture in the UK, whether musically, artistically, you know, from a sport point of view. It's always been a really fascinating place, I think. Why would they do this to their fans? Why? This is awful. A bold look with featuring a dazzle camo. Again, this is all about how many football shirts can we sell, you know, for kids in the street, you know, and as a fashion piece rather than a football kit. Like, if you're a Manchester United fan, you're buying this kit, get some self-respect, in my opinion. That is awful. Yeah, that has no place on a football pitch. I would ban Man United from any competition they were wearing this kit. It's awful. If you want to do black and white stripes, okay, that's one thing, but this weird match that looks like you just had a load of offcuts and just sewed them all together is bizarre. I hate the collar. I hate the fact the stripes don't go down the arm. I hate it. I hate this too. This I like. This is nice. I seem to be trending towards Puma kits, I think, a bit more. Although the Man City Puma kits were horrific, so maybe not. But yeah, this is very classic. This is very classic Newcastle there. You know what? That away kit is not awful. I think it's a bit too limey for me, but Oh my god, that third kit, that's awful. But I quite like it with the black and the way that kind of goes up with the collar and stuff like that. But I don't necessarily like this colour. The pattern isn't awful. And I like the way the sponsor at least is keeping with the theme rather than not. But this is the third kit, yeah. I don't know. That's awful. That lime green Newcastle logo looks awful. Don't like that at all. That's awful. Goalkeeper away, goalkeeper home. Yeah, these are this kind of standard kind of kits. Okay, that's nice to see there. Sheffield United, I feel like a very we're never going to have a fancy kit, are they? There's some football clubs which you like. This is the thing. I think we've seen here that like so far that the ones who are doing something, trying to do this kind of fashion streetwear things are Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, Man City that we've seen, and they're the clubs who are going to have, in all honesty, the most kind of like glory huntery plastic kind of fans. No offense to you if you support the club. I'm sure you're a football fan, but if we're completely honest, around the world, you're going to have in those clubs, you're going to have the fans who they're going to wear that as almost like a status symbol for some weird reason. Those kits. Now, obviously, the likes of Palace, Sheffield United, etc., are not going to have that, so they don't need to do stupid kits. Having said that, Sheffield United now proved me wrong. Oh God, what is this? Now, I'm fine with that colour. I like the colour. It doesn't go at all with the red. It's awful. But as a whole, I don't mind a pink kit. I like a pink kit. But this pattern, just as someone spilt something on it. And does it actually ombre like down with that? It's awful. That's disgusting. What are you doing, Sheffield United? I'm trying to talk about how clubs are keeping with tradition. Some more than others. And then you go and pull this off. Is there a better look at this kit? No. Oh, it's all the way, and it's like a camo. It's disgusting. It's awful. What are you doing? I've just completely lost my Premier League football kits thing. Premier League kits 2021. Where was I? Here. By the way, I love the Pescara kit. That is awesome. I would actually get that kit. It was designed by a kid, and I think it's brilliant. That's the type of thing. If you want to do something radical, crazy, new, whatever, do something like that. Not like that. Okay, where were we? In my disgust at that Sheffield United kit, I clicked away. God, we've got some awful kits this season, haven't we? I know there's always going to be a bias to your club or whatever. I totally get it, but I'm also one to, these are just, it's embarrassing, isn't it? Like, this is embarrassing. Your football team's out there playing. They're wearing this. Or they're wearing that. Or they're wearing this. Like, oh my God. This I like. This I like a lot. I love a sash. This looks very, very nice, I think, from Under Armour. Not a massive fan of the collar, but this I like a lot. Nice, plain kit. Looks good. I like this a lot. Away kit's a little boring. Doesn't really fit with the white badge there. Would have done that in the theme of the thing, but... Oh, third kit. Now that's nice. Oh, yeah. Shades of Peru there, isn't there? Although I think Peru have it the other way, which is why they've probably done it that way. But I like that a lot, actually. That's a really nice kit. I would get that. If I was a Southampton fan, I'd get that kit, definitely. I think they should have given the goalkeeper a sash as well. Spurs? No. What is this bit here? Like, and then this pattern. Oh, there's a fly buzzing around. What is that? That's awful. Eye-catching, yeah? And then random bit of yellow like here. I think you got a bit of yellow up the side as well. God, that's awful. Oh my God. What is this? What is this? You got so... Oh god. Oh my god. That's just a training top, isn't it? Oh god, it's like striped down it as well, with like a pattern going up it. There's this is awful. Spurs, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I don't know what to say. You've been shafted. I think worse kits go to Spurs. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't like the Man City ones or the Man United like 3 kits. I think they're pretty bad, but this really looks like low effort, but trying to oh god, that's awful. Oh god, what are you doing, Spurs? That I would say is the best one out of all of them, but I would prefer if it just to be grey. I don't think you need to do this weird like striped gradient thing. That's awful. West Ham kit, this is just boring as hell, isn't it? I mean, listen, I'd rather wear this than that. I'm telling you that now, but it's pretty boring. I quite like this. I like it when teams kind of reverse the colours for an away kit. I think that kind of is cool. This isn't terrible. That's okay. I'm not a big fan of black kits with like gold. I think it's a little bit crass, but it's okay. If you use that kind of coppery colour, I think that Man City did, I think it would look a lot better. But yeah, goalkeeper. Okay, I like that goalkeeper kit. It's a classic green goalkeeper kit. West Brom. So this is the barcode stripe here, inspired by one of their popular shirts. I should hate this, but I actually weirdly don't. Firstly, I love the fact they're sponsored by Ideal Boilers. I just think that is such a classic thing. Like, I love that. So Marks for just a brilliant sponsor. Secondly, I should dislike it, but I actually weirdly quite like it in a way. Now that is horrific, but West Brom, you do at least usually have these kind of colours on their away kit, so I kind of get it, and it's the same as the home kit. It's just different colours, so I understand the idea behind it, and they kept the sponsor the same colour, and they did the badge, which I like that kind of touch. But I mean, you just kind of look a bit like Norwich there, to be fair. Oh my goodness me, yeah, we're kind of falling off the bandwagon there. Home kit, I'm okay. I'm behind a bit. I would prefer normal stripes, but I'm okay with the barcode. At least it's taking inspiration from something, but at least it's taking inspiration from a kit, not like we're taking inspiration from the bar on the 3rd floor of the East Stand or something like that, something weird. So I quite like it. I think it's okay. I'd roll with it. Wolves, I think Wolves have had really good kits in the past. They're kind of like the gold. They've moved more towards orange now, and I'm not really a massive fan of it. I don't like this pattern. I don't like this white bit on the sponsor here. I don't really like that very much. Oh boy. First question is why? Is it inspired by something? A unique and urban design. This is what I mean. Come on. Oh. There are some horrendous ones this year. It's just going to get worse now, isn't it? This kind of street fashion culture is just going to leach into football kits, and whereas football kits used to be their own thing, now they're going to be whatever the fashion is this year. Oh god, why? A goalkeeper kit's solid, that's it. Oh my god, Paris Saint-Germain for me are one of the worst offenders of this fashion kits thing. I'm probably sounding like a really old man at this point, and I totally get it. If you're like a teenager, early 20s, it's cool, but come on, don't tell me that this is not a much classier looking kit than, this is a very classy looking kit in my opinion than that or that. Like, A football kit is something your team wears on a football pitch, and then you wear it because to kind of show support for your team. It's not a fashion item. I mean, people will tell me, yes, it is a fashion item. You sell millions of them each year. But my point is that, like, at what point are you just not a football kit anymore? I mean, who's wearing this kit? Who's wearing this? I could understand people wearing this. People want to make a big, bold statement. I'm a Man United fan. I'm going to wear this. This is a bold statement. Like, I kind of get that. But who is wearing this? And then at least do something classic for it. I think that I'm fine with them doing like a third kit crazy design. Sure, it's usually pretty disgusting and pretty embarrassing, but they rarely ever wear the third kit. But at least do one of your kits as a kind of like a classic kind of kit, you know. This just doesn't let your kind of like classic fans wear anything half decent, I think. And Man City are the worst. Imagine you were like 80-year-old lifelong Man City fan. You brought the kit every season, and this season you've got a choice of these three. Like what? Yeah, that's awful. That's oh dear. Best kit, right? Best kit. What am I going for? It's got to be Southampton, you know. Honestly, I don't really like Southampton as a football club, honestly. But I think that is just a very classy looking kit. I like the third kit as well a lot. I love a sash. Yeah, I'd go with Southampton as my favourite kit. This home kit, I think. That's the one I'd be like, yeah, I'd wear that. In terms of worst kit, I think it might go for this Tottenham one. I just think that's so low effort that it's unreal. It's a t-shirt. That one's pretty bad as well. Like, at least when you're going for, you know, this Man United one or the Man City ones, you're going, well, they're really committing to this. You know, they're committing to this vibe. With Spurs there, it just looks like they could, I don't know, it looks like they completely forgot about the kit and they had like half an hour to come up with something, and then they drew that. So I think also Liverpool's third kit is down there for one of the worst kits, but again, it's a third kit, so you can't really count it. The away kit, I'll give them props for doing something different. I don't personally like it, but at least it's something different. I dislike this kit immensely, but I would rather wear this out than the vast majority of other things, like outside, you know. So, you know, as much as I might decry and say, like, these kits look a little boring, they look like t-shirts, whatever, like, they look like a football kit at least. I think you're setting yourself up here, Everton, for a meme or two. And yeah, when I go back and look at Everton's, I'm like, you know what, as a set, that's actually quite classy. I'll give you a bit of class there. And I think Palace as a set is quite classy. Chelsea, I think you have quite... See, this is what I'd say, at least with Chelsea, you know, if you're an older fan or whatever, you can wear the home kit probably with a little bit of, you know, self-respect. And maybe you've got the away kit for the younger kind of generation who like to shop in H&M. I've got nothing against H&M, by the way. I'm just using that as an example of a place where younger people might shop. And the third kit, I don't know what they were thinking, but they did that. But yeah, and okay. So I'd say second for me would be the Brighton home kit in terms of a kit, because it's got the classic collar I like. I think it's got a really nice pinstripe design. It's very clean and nice. So I'd go. I think Arsenal I actually quite like. Weirdly, this is horrific. I don't mind this, weirdly. As I said, at least they've gone for something inspired by their ground, a bit of history. And up close, I guess it look alright. I don't think I'd wear it. The home kit's okay, I think. It's an interesting pattern, but it's something unique to Arsenal, I guess. And they have kind of... That is almost a little historical with that kind of like yellow kit they have. The the banana kit, the bruised banana kit, I think it's called. Palace I like as a set. I like the continuity across the set. Everton I think is quite a classy set. So I'd probably go for Southampton first. We'd go for Brighton home kit second, and probably Arsenal home kit third. I'm just scrolling through here to have a look. And in terms of my top 3 worst kits, I'd probably say number 3. I'd probably say that Newcastle third kit. I think that's horrific. I'd go for Spurs, any of Spurs kits. Like, they're all joint top worst in my opinion. And that's pretty horrific, but at least it fits a theme. Like, they have a theme for their 3 kits. I'd possibly go for the Man United third. Actually, no, I'd go for the Man United second kit. Sorry, just because I feel like it's so boring, but also looks bad, that they've combined trying to do something different with making something look boring, but also making something look like you just wouldn't want to wear it out. It's a weird combination they've kind of got. Sorry, I'm just scrolling down to find it now. So, yeah, it's like you've done something different with the pattern, which I immediately don't like. You've used some of the most boring colours known to man. It just looks awful. Like, I'd say that's like second worst. Newcastle third kit, third worst, and then all of Spurs kits the first worst. The Spurs have the worst kits this season, in my opinion. Again, if you're a Spurs fan, I'm sorry, you might love it. It's all opinion based. And trust me, I don't like Southampton as a football club. I don't like Arsenal as a football club. And yet I do think they have 2 of the best kits. So, you know, I'm probably not biased against anything here. Again, like, I like the pattern on this Man City kit, but as a football kit, it's horrific. You know, again here, I love the colour here, this copper. I'm a big fan of this colour. It's one of my favourite colours. But with this pattern and everything, it's just oh god. Say, in terms of like the 3 worst kind of like total kits, I'd say Spurs definitely the worst, like total 3 kits, unredeemable, all 3 of them. Then Man City, I think, because for me they've just gone so far on the fashion side that it's embarrassing. And then Man United, I think, again, all about the fashion, isn't it? But let me know what you think. I am always intrigued to know what your favourite kits are, what you like, what you don't like. So yeah, let me know in the comments, and you can join the Fantasy Football League if you want to as well. I look forward to the start of the season. It's happening. It's here. It's the now. See you soon, everyone. Bye bye.